So we'll turn the recording on. Hi everyone, sorry, it's been a while. Life is... it's fine. Just busy. Very busy. Been very unwell lately. Been playing a game I saw a couple people talk about. G-Man's done a video on this, and I think Indie Mouse did too. Other than that, I haven't really seen anyone commenting on it. I think I picked it up for 15 bucks on sale. It plays a lot like Parasite Eve. It's very... took a bunch of pre-rendered stuff and put it in a game, but it's kind of cool and has some neat things about it. We're going to do a new game. We're going to play on hard. Are we going to do modifiers? We have True Survivor. You need a save. If you die, you can't reload. Well, that sounds kind of tedious for a stream, but why not? And we will leave shop items on. As you commit to doing certain things in the game, you unlock challenge points. You can use them to buy things in a shop. A lot of them are cosmetic. I think there might be a cutscene. We are girl. I believe our name's Ellie. Or Ella.
My name is Ella Astor, and
there
I'm
you
a
go.
private investigator. It's been years since I've heard from my brother. Then last week, I got a letter.
We even got a drone shot. It's like a modern movie.
He asked me to investigate the company he's working for.
Oh God, Maine.
If he
It's a horror game.
Of all people, I must have been the only one he could trust.
Look at the little box pretending to be a car.
He told me to meet him at his cabin at the seaside.
It's adorable. It's just kind of pushing along. Okay, so I put all the starting messages and tutorials and text messages and stuff will pop up as things happen, so we'll go through stuff. You wouldn't be able to do despair mode on a first time play, but I liked despair. I had a fun time doing it. I spent most of a day and a half trying to get the best ending on it. And I managed.
Hopefully this recording helps you track me down.
It's like, so that's not normally there. That's a hard mode only thing.
This doesn't look good.
What do you mean, Gooner Game Blade? We're totally fine. I mean, we're amply proportioned. Don't pay any attention to most of these. I've unlocked a lot of them, and maybe we'll do some of them. But some of them are silly. Most of them are silly. Okay, so this is our Ella. We are equipped with a Valkyrie pistol, which we can't really look at any of our stuff right now, which is a bummer. Oh, I guess it does. Okay, so if we push this button, so we can see the damage it does, and we get energy back when we attack with it, which is good, because energy lets us use our skills. And it does tell you what all the stats do, and you get, if you really want to get number heavy, you can get this information. The only important thing is that numbers go up. Oh yeah, no, we do have, there is a Jill Valentine outfit, Arcane. There's also a Claire Redfield that I kind of like, although her default is very Claire. What the hell? Oh, and flashlight, which doesn't matter. Where's my Claire? There's my Claire outfit. The rocker. Anyway. So, yeah, like I said, that guy's not normally there. That's King Son of a Bitch. Ella, it's me, Jacob. I know it's been years since we last spoke. I'm sorry for that. It's all my fault. It took me way too long to realize that you press a button to keep reading the note. But I need your help. There's something wrong with the company I'm working for. They're hiding something. I just know it. Please, Ella, you have to come. You're the only one I can trust. Well, it sounds like our brother and I have a great relationship. Oh.
You must really be in trouble.
Well, Ella, go ahead and put me on notice. High-powered ammo greatly increases attack and stagger damage. So, combat is very Parasite Eve. Not turn-based, but more like an active timer battle, like Final Fantasy. I want to talk about it, because that son of a bitch is real fast. You get bonus damage for attacking things when they're moving towards you or making an attack, hitting things from the flank, hitting things from behind, and hitting things while they're staggered. I'm going to press the right trigger button and turn my high-powered ammo on. High-powered ammo is a very important mechanic in despair mode. So, fortunately, a lot of times they'll swing at you and you can get out of the way. For this particular guy, you want to get behind him and shoot him in the ass. And you can't overshoot if there's only one.
What the fuck was that thing?
And we leveled up. We got all kinds of nice bonuses. And I think we'll turn off high-powered ammo for a little bit. Okay. Anyway, under no circumstances are you to let anyone, I mean anyone, pass. I don't care if they live here. Nobody gets through. Restrain them or use other means if necessary. And if the press stop by, just let them know there's been a minor seismic activity and everything's fine. Oh, what do you mean discrete weak point on the enemy? Lethal, what are you talking about?
Well,
Speaking of,
there's nobody here to stop me.
I do like Ella. I enjoy her as a character. Such as it is, this is one of those games where the plot is, well, like how video games, there's been arguments made that they don't necessarily need a plot. That's how much plot we have. We have enough plot to tie the set pieces together. And it's perfect. So it looks like a normal skitterer, which is your normal first enemy you fight, but way bigger and more aggressive. Is it an adult form or something else? I love the little bestiary journal like Eternal Darkness. And after you kill enough of them, you get a weakness hit. We've already done it. It's shoot him in the ass. And when you do the weakness exploit 3 times on this guy, we permanently get a flank bonus damage increase of 10%. These bonuses, as you see there are multiple pages of bestiary, will, they get pretty substantial, and some of them are awesome. I love this mechanic, because I like unlocking shit and like collecting things. It's almost like a Pokemon type thing, where you collect the attributes of your enemies. More high-powered ammo. We have a flashlight. It's not well implemented. It just kind of emanates from us. Currently emanating from our dupa, but it does what it needs to do. This is as bright as the game goes. You gain experience points for discovering things, reading things, and picking up key items. I really like some of the background set pieces and stuff. Like, for a budget, like, I'd call this a AA game. It's nice. It's nice. Things look good. It does what it needs to do.
What is this red light?
It could be anything. Hey, Knight, how you doing, buddy? You're gonna like this one. As the camera immediately pans to her. I hate to see her go, but love to watch her leave. No, I love the G-Man Lives video where it keeps cutting to a clip of, I need to find what movie it is, but it's an old man looking at another man, and he goes, I know what kind of man you are. Anyway. South Break Trail. A box of scrap. So you can combine this with a chemical, or you can just turn it into scrap. We will... I forget where to see my scrap. I think I press A. Up in the top right corner, we have 154 scrap. We will use that for skills and for upgrading things. Oh, she didn't even say it. Doodly doodly doo. Do 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 do. I have fallen off the world, and you can fall out of bounds in certain places, but I've only seen it happen in a few places.
What was that?
See, we normally haven't had an enemy encounter yet, and that would be our first. Ooh, there's something spooky in the woods. Hey, Billy.
I think there's something out there.
Well, if the high heels don't do it for you tonight, I do have... where's the one I like? So currently we're casual. I quite like the hiker because she has some boots. So if you think this would be more appropriate for being out in the mountains, we could do hiker for a little bit. I haven't played Stellar Blade. I don't typically do your... See, and I don't...
What kind of animal could do this?
Be anything. I don't... this game does have some goonery elements. I consider it more of a cheesecake kind of thing. It's, hey, look, you can tart up the protagonist. But it's not like anything explicit happens. Some of the outfits are a tad much. But I also really like the gameplay. This is our first health drink. Restores a small amount of health. It's all percentage based. You were right. This camping trip's just what I needed to take my mind off things. There's a certain peacefulness knowing that nobody in the world knows where we are. Anyway, you're still sleeping, which is why I'm writing you this note in the first place. I love that distinction. I think I saw a deer down the trail and wanted to see if I could go get a quick sketch. I'll see if I can snag some blueberries on the way back here. Katie! She's the master.
The campers are safe.
Ella, you saw the piles of blood and viscera. Also, you can go over here. We're supposed to be able to go over here. This is just set draping. Cave diving is not on my itinerary. I need to find Jacob. Yet he was later eaten by the deer. Well, I mean, there's a hand right here. Boy, I sure hope the campers are okay. There's actually a thread on Steam where it's like, Ella's kind of a dingbat, isn't she? I like to think she's just optimistic. Anyway, our brother is at the Seaside 6 campground, so that's where we're going. There's a little minor seismic activity here and there. Oh yeah, that hand could be anyone's. Maybe it's the deer's hand, Ringloth. More blood. I like that they did. I feel like they did the. I'm trying to think of what it would be. The geology. I think they did the geology well. I like the rocks. Boop. Seaside 6's honeymoon suite. This is where you would have your first encounter in a normal playthrough. The AI varies wildly between difficulties. It's actually the largest problem I had trying to do a limited save. Let's turn the high-powered ammo back on. Not just things move faster, but they have totally different attack patterns and abilities. Okay, so these guys, hit them while they're moving. We have 10 bullets before we have to reload, which costs a certain amount of stamina. This is the Mangler. High-powered ammo does a really good job on them. Let's try to save some of these for later. Yeah, but we do under half the damage of our high-powered ammo. It is kind of just Parasite Eve building. Less of a full... The lower difficulties feel a bit more turn-based. We're all based on stamina and how many attacks we can queue up and things like that. We can now throw rocks at people for 20 energy of our 106, which is pretty great. It does a lot of stagger damage, which means it knocks things down, which is really great for giant skitters. Biggest advice I can give for someone who wants to play this and wants to play on despair mode is if you're playing on the one that doesn't let you retry after you die, which we currently are, use everything. And don't underestimate any enemy, because sometimes there's just a random enemy that has a huge stat buff. Yeah, I know. No, you really got to use the resources, Lethal. Also, well, considering our gun gives us energy when we attack an enemy, and it's not an insubstantial amount. I think it gives us 2 or 3 every time we shoot something. Stone Throw is just free extra damage and defensive abilities. Hey, look, free stuff. Lockpicks! Oh, yeah. Remembering encounters. So, we have to go through the honeymoon suite to progress. Hey, thanks, Knight. Thank you, greetings. Thank you for staying with us at the Seaside 6 Honeymoon Lodge. We hope you had an unforgettable experience taking in all that our part of Maine has to offer. Please fill out the comment card if you have anything you wish to share with us. You want a comment? Here's a comment. This place is a shithole. I was promised there'd be all the fishing I could ask for, and I didn't get a single bite all weekend. But you were still able to fish. Fucking birds. And me and my wife were kept up all night from those fucking crows on the roof. Homicidal deer. And the serene wildlife? What a joke. A deer charged me and stuck my ass with its antlers. 1 star. I gave this piece of shit 1 star. Smell you later.
Is there something wrong with the animals around here?
It's impossible to tell, Ella. Anyway, we fought a new dude. We fought the Mangler. A top-heavy weird fucking thing with big teeth and bigger claws. You see why I'm loving this game, right? Oh, Jesus. This one's great, though. You get a 5% chance to attack twice per action. That's a really, really good one. Speaking of crows, there's one just kind of nailed to the wall. And there's a bag of scrap. Pick up the scrap, Ella. This weird top-heavy fucking thing. More high-powered ammo. Always look for high-powered ammo.
Hello?
Oh, yeah. The box of scrap...
Is anyone here?
When you combine it with chemical, we will get more high-powered ammo, so we might do that a little bit. Why isn't Ella writing for Wikipedia? You're right, Lethal. I also like the free asset paintings. They're adorable. Some of them are quite nice. Like, I like the boat. The boat's good. There's another, there's a landscape that I like a lot. More scrap. Someone must have been here recently. Maybe Jacob! It's bread. I think that's a Silent Hill 3 reference. There are references to other horror games and genres. Normally there's, I think, your first beer in here, which makes your offense go up. We get cookies instead for some extra HP. We have our lockpick. We can go in here. Don't worry about the
Holy
ponytail
shit.
physics.
What the hell happened here?
Something bad. None of these are the one I was looking for. Luggage. Blood going out the window. Ooh, someone shit the floor. A bin of nails for a puzzle. A beautiful red flower sits inside the vase. It emits a soft glow. That's important. Note red is a very prominent color. Ooh, lucky. When you get a lucky scrap, you get double the scrap. It's very nice. Turn the high-powered... yeah, turn the high-powered ammo back on. So, 2 new enemies. We get the Clinger, who's going to eat a throw stone. And then we're going to shoot the Mangler. No, shoot the Mangler. And then this is Bloated Tick. We're going to shoot it when we get some more stamina. They have a ranged attack, and they blow up when you hit them. Which is great, because it'll stagger the other bastards. Okay, and Clingers aren't that dangerous, so turn off your high-powered ammo. It takes a while to kill the fucking things, but it's better than using up all your good ammo. Also, Stone Throw kicks ass. We get 2 energy back per shot. Also, they're stupid. There are more dangerous versions later. We will gain the ability to parry attacks later. You can manually reload in combat. Our stamina will get a lot faster later, too. Ah, he whomped me. I got greedy. On Despair, I find 2 attacks is kind of a sweet spot, because you probably should be moving by then. Chad, do you think you could stagger a wild tentacle in the field with a rock? And the blood went this way, or came from this way. Hard to say. What do we think, guys? Did the blood go that way or come that way? So we have to come outside to flip this switch. That opens the gate. So now, see the cutscene. This is where we would have our first encounter if you were just playing the game normally. But we're already level 5. We're kicking ass. Let's go ahead and use one of these bad boys. The blood is going on a nighttime jog. Okay, that's acceptable, Lethal. I'm fine. I appreciate that the blood is health conscientious. So there's all kinds of shit happening, but then, like, there's nothing there when we go out there. I'm going to take a very brief moment to talk about challenges. So, in extras, get to that, challenges you can do. Like, I've done a lot of them. I still have 3,000. I'm a little more than halfway through challenges. Kill enemies, and you get 25 trophy points. You can spend the trophy points at the shop. you get the ability to ignore what damage does to your character model, which is kind of nice if you don't want to see your all musty and dirty. Also got a lot of random items that we'll be able to pick up when we get to our first item box. Extra parts for your armor and weapons, and then costumes. One with feet, shoulders, the hussy. Lots of the nice Asian China dress is good. There's a towel, because of course there is, and lots of short pants. And then the actual where you can see all the costumes. So I have quite a few I don't have unlocked. I don't have the bunny. Tragedy. When you click on a one that you don't have, you do get to see it. So, but yeah, a lot of it is playing dress up with your character model. And buying the shop stuff. What do I need? So I need to get to level 100. I need to freeze things and blow them up. There's a post-game mode I haven't done a lot of, which is where a lot of the points I have left are. And a lot of them, like beating despair mode in under 4 hours, got me a lot of stuff. So anyway, also photo mode is really cool, and you can have a lot of fun with it. Because you can move the camera around. It's really wonky on a controller. There's all kinds of different depth of field, put in different filters. It's absolutely mental. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Also, if you do fall yourself out of the terrain, you can get unstuck, which works very well. A lot of nice things they put in this. I actually beat the game on a randomizer mode. Oh, right, wait, we were talking about challenges. Kicking up leaves for a little while in this little pile is a challenge that gives you a pretty substantial amount of trophy points. So that's definitely something to do if you decide to play this. And I think that's a cute little thing. Also, standing still for too long, opening photo mode. There's a lot of little things. Yes, there are fun poses, Lethal. I'm not sure if peace sign is one of them. I think I meant to show that off. We can look at the poses real quick. I remember some of them being amusing. So we're going to the Sea Spray Trail in East Coast. Well, they decided they wanted to make a fun game night and not get all hung up on, I don't know. It just feels like they made the game they wanted to play, and I can appreciate that. Where are we at? Poses! We got bored. Let's move the camera so we can see her countenance. Okay, we got bored, floor pose, relaxing, idle, flirty, bent over, looking to the side, showing off again, dancing, casual, confident, blowing a little smooch with the gun, which I don't think is proper gun safety. You can make the gun invisible, leaning, and yeah, that's cute. Damn it, I did it again. Hard to back out of that. Okay, so down here is a very important enemy. Smooch is very cute. So this is what you would normally fight at the beginning of the game, and it's very important because when you unlock his bonus, you get 100 extra hit points, which is a substantial amount. And see, they're not as confident as the grown-up ones, so they just kind of fall over when they attack. We don't need to waste high-powered ammo on them. The acid from the clinger is bad. Don't get killed by skitterers. Jesus. So we need them to do that 8 times. And hanging off to the side of this little hill helps not get hit by the clinger. Hey, we got it! So our hit points immediately went up another 100 points. And we can see their hit points now, which is nice. And we're saving some high-powered ammo. Hey, Shamey. Yeah, no, they're dumb little baby monsters. get some energy back. Oof. See, he has a lot of fucking hit points for an early level monster. Once they do their taunt, though, they're going to attack that direction, so you can just move behind them. So we now know the Clinger's weakness, and we have the Skitterer, a spider-like creature that keeps trying to bite me with its mandibles. It has long, slender limbs that allow it to move quickly. It seems to overexert itself when it tries to bite me. If I'm able to move out of the way, it'll sometimes lose its balance, leaving it open for counterattack. Extra 100 hit points. Bloated tick. I could have gone my whole life without seeing this thing. It's supposedly timid, but will attack with blood from its sack. No. Clinger, some kind of worm or snake-like thing. It hides underground and will pop up when I get close. It can sense even the tiniest vibrations. A well-aimed stone or shots from behind will knock it down, leaving it open to a hit with my axe. Have an axe. 10% chance that attacking won't consume any stamina, which is really nice. The early level guys are great, and these are the blueberries that were mentioned, so... Hard to say where that idiot died. I think there's some scrap over here, too. Nope, more high-powered ammo. Beauty. Definitely need the high-powered ammo. So even though we got hit by that Clinger, we're still pretty good on health because of the extra 100. I do also like that up in the top left, it shows you how much space you have left in your inventory without having to look. So I can see I have 4 item slots left. Hey, Serpentina. Welcome to the chat. Hope you enjoy the very silly game we're playing. I'm going to miss things, but we're playing on the hardest difficulty with permadeath. Because I make bad decisions.
Hey, is anyone here?
No, Ella, no one is clearly here. Pick up the bullets. They now belong to you by, what's the thing, Lethal? Manifest Destiny? So, energy drink. I don't have every costume unlocked, but I have quite a few. I just did the speed run on Despair with True Survivor. I unlocked like 8 costumes after that run. It was really great. I will try to be as permanent as I can, Shaman, and I appreciate that. It's not a deer! Mike, if for some reason you find this, then please be careful. These campsites are all empty, and the animal I thought was a deer, well, it wasn't. I don't know what's going on. I'm freaking out. I keep hearing noises in the bushes. I think something's following me. Oh, the statute of Finders Keepers, Losers Weepers. Thank you, Lethal. See, I haven't been brushing up on my law. Anyway, what's next? I think more giant. Yeah, giant gets bullets. Giant get the big bullets. Also, we can just hit him with a rock. I also like that time slows down without fully stopping when you're in your menu. This, I must say, that might kill. And then we can kill the Clinger with little bullets. I threw a big rock at him. There we go. Okay, so there's some extra stuff down there and there, but we're gonna go get our axe first, because life will be good when we get our axe. Yeah, Serpentina, after I got my Despair later that night, I'm like, yeah, I'll play some normal mode, see what that's like, just see how far I can get. And I'm waiting for the little skitterers to attack, and I'm just dying inside, because it's so slow once you've been playing on Despair for a while. I died a few times without having a save, and I started saving. I was concerned I wouldn't be able to get the S+ if I saved too many times, but it worked out pretty good. I ended up with it even though I had like 6 or 8 saves, but I didn't have any deaths, so... Actually, I think you can... Yeah, you can see. Yeah, I took 147 hits, healed 39 times, and... I guess it doesn't keep track of your saves. I thought it kept track of your saves. I just barely got the 8,000 points. Well, I guess it's 7,500 or something like that. Okay, so... but I want to trespass. Bullets just out in the field. Easy to miss those. I got the speedrun costumes, if that's what you mean. I got... Well, hang on, it would be under... Bear with me a second. Yeah, I got Speedrunner Despair. It's just under 4 hours, I think. So, and you can see when you're doing your challenges, you can see whether you actually get points or points and a costume. So, very nice. Free-range bullets. Some of the costumes are very classy, Shaman. Some of them are a touch exploitative. But, you know, it's all in fun. 3 manglers! You goofy-looking bastards. Nice. We got his bonus, which means sometimes we'll act twice. Ah, good stuff. And we learned triage, which is the best skill in the game, and lets us use up some scrap and energy to heal ourselves. Which means you should never die, ever. Let's see what his weakness is. The thing topples over pretty easily. I just need to wait for it to start coming after me, and then land a well-placed shot to send it in the dirt. Also, Shaman, the description for the mangler. A top-heavy, weird fucking thing. There you go. That's why we're playing the game. Because it's brilliant. So, also, I've mentioned it once or twice. Randomizer mode is a lot of fun. It randomizes your starting equipment. And the first time I did it, I got the best shotgun in the game that you can only get from finding 20 rare tokens. Which I was also doing the challenge where you don't change any of your equipment. And that worked out really good. And I started with a ring that made me do more damage the lower my health was. And I fucked the game up. It was a lot of fun. So an axe designed for chopping wood, but in skill hands it could serve a variety of purposes. And the brutal attack. Which I thought it would tell us about that. We can now whomp on people when they're on the ground. That's what brutal attack does. Yeah, I didn't know it would do that, Serpentina, doing the retroactive lower difficulty challenges on the speedrun thing, but because I was getting ready, that's why I was like, oh, I'll do normal and see how fast I can do it, but I have to. I suspected it might be that way, but I didn't think I was going to get the speedrun on Despair. I thought I was going to be in trouble. So, coffee. We'll get to coffee. Oh yeah, randomizer. It randomizes key items, which is kind of a bitch. But whenever you start a randomizer run, in your game's directory, it creates a file. Hey, look, it's those little weird red flowers. It creates a file that tells you where every item in the game is. Not like location-wise, but it'll say like, ammo item number 3 in the police station has been replaced with this. So, and I was actually still having trouble finding something because it spawned in a place that item can spawn and is visible, but it spawned not where that item usually is when it's in that area. And I was asking for help because I was soft locked because it was a key item. The dev actually responded to my post on Steam and was like, well, hey, what's the item code? I'll see if I can find it for you, or if it spawned. I was suspecting there's a sewer and there's water level stuff, and I was suspecting maybe it had spawned somewhere after I needed it to be. You know what I mean? And he's like, oh, go look here and let me know if you find it. And that was super cool of them. I was really impressed by that. And then later I was able to do the same thing. I was missing a key item, and I saw that it had replaced an ammo box, and I'm like, okay, well, I thought I picked all those up. where would an ammo box be? And in that area, they're all kind of in little corners or on a windowsill, or so I just checked all the windows until I found it. It was kind of nice. Oh yeah, the crawling thing. Yeah, the crawling thing's why we're wearing pants for decency. Anyway, hey, more of those hikers. Mike, if you come across this, run. I thought it was safe, but there's something else in here with me. I'm going to leave this note outside the cave so nobody else comes in here. I don't think I'm going to get out of here. Fuck, I'm so scared. Mike, I wish you were here with me. I don't want... And there lies Katie. I don't know why she's melted. That other thing is, it heals monsters, so we're going to make the big guy come fight us over here. And then we're going to throw a rock at him. And then the Octoterror gets sad when he's the last monster alive, and then you hit him. He only gets, he goes down to 1 health when he's the last monster. Then there's our boards for the rest of the puzzle. And some more bullets. Yay, bullets. I actually watched a playthrough of Despair Mode before I did it, but I didn't appreciate the, subtle distinctions in the monster attacks. It's alright, Blade. Well, Upskirt is... you know... It's the least a monster can do is die of grief when they're so horribly ugly like the Octoterror. Terrifying at first sight, but it seems to be quite passive. It will rely on any other enemies around it as long as it can. Makes our energy costs go down. You're good, Blade. I know most people don't generally mean anything. I don't have any really strong filters, so it might just have been something Twitch thought was out of pocket. I like Hiker Serpentina. What did you say, Deco? I might not have Deco. Deco and which one? Onyx and Allure are kind of ridiculous. Midnight's a bit much. Which one do I like? I like Trapper a lot. Trapper's one of my favorites. It's very, very Conan. I appreciate. There is also, I mean, people saw the Jill outfit. There's, of course, the Ada outfit. Face is a bit wrong. Yeah, very Skyrim lethal. Here's the Jill outfit. It's very cute. The skirt's not quite right, but whatever. What else do I have that's kind of intriguing? The first one you unlock is the Jogger, and it's, yes, there is an Ashley one. I have that. The Jogger is, you can see in the profile pic, it just shows off her butt. Claire outfit's down here, Yar. Very nice. I like the Claire outfit. There's the Black Widow outfit. It should have made her hair red, but maybe that would have been a bit much. But that's, I like that one. That one's nice. I don't like the swimsuit. Oh, Agent? I didn't even think about Scully from the X-Files when I was doing it. The bikini's kind of terrible. I believe Manhattan is Eve from the inspired Parasite Eve. The jeans and the leather jacket. Because I was like, the hair's not right, but the jeans and the leather jacket. What's another one I call? Gaia's pretty good. Oh, not Eve. Aya Brea, thank you. Yeah, I like Gaia a lot. There's Ashley. Ballistics! There's Agent, which Serpentina was saying was Scully? Someone was saying it was Scully. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Knight wanted to see business. It's fine. Chic. Confidence is just, she just has her bra out. Chic is kind of, some of the non-inspired ones look just kind of thrown together. Yes, Cheers, very lollipop chainsaw. Let's see. Anything else? Nighty is the one you get from beating the randomizer. Yeah. Let's do some Claire. Hillary Clinton vibes. Well, let's not have that. Yeah, I like the Claire outfit. Shame that doesn't have anything on the back of the jacket. Anyway, now we can go down here, and now we have our axe, and life is... well... life's not easy, but life is better. Because we can do this. Womp. Okay. Oh, let's do that. So we just need him to fall over. Actually, I don't think it might give it to me. Yeah, I don't think I have deflect yet. So later we'll be able to parry enemy attacks and make them fall over. Well, it does a lot of stagger damage. It's not guaranteed to make them fall over. I saw something in one of the videos I was watching, Serpentina. The guy would trigger a brutal attack as they were falling, and it wouldn't knock them out of hit stun. And he wasn't using the sleepy weapon part or armor part. So I don't know if that was something that the game used to do, but it basically meant they were able to brutal attack twice, which was really sick, and I wish I could do it. Because I've tried to replicate it. It does feel good. You do have full iframes while you're brutal attacking too, which is amazing and incredibly useful. Anyway, let's go throw down a safety save. Let's go to the store. Because now we can open doors. Because we have an axe. Also, here's your reference. Several cans of yellow paint. I have no use for this. Well played. I mean,
I'm carrying too much already.
Too much stuff. Here's our item box. Here's all our free crap. Let's grab our high-powered ammo. You can live in there. You can live in there. Oh, coffee. Okay. So every place has a coffee maker. Every safe zone. You can take a break, which will restore your health, but respawn the enemies. Very Dark Souls-like. If there is coffee, it fully gives you back your health and energy. If you have a to-go cup, you can take it with you. And if you have a jar of coffee, you can make coffee. In easy, or in normal mode, there's 2 servings at every place. In hard, there's 1 serving at every station. And in despair, you have to find the shit, which we've done. Our thanks to you. As our thanks for stopping by, please enjoy a complimentary cup of coffee. A nice hot cup of coffee is guaranteed to refresh your body and mind. Oh, Evil Within! Oh, thank you, Serpentina. I wouldn't have made that. Then there's our inkwells for saving the game. And there's our chemical, which we can do to make better items. So, also you can recycle inkwells for a pretty substantial amount of scrap. So, chemical in hand grenade makes better grenade that reduces more armor. It makes a full heal, full energy restore. It'll turn a flashbang into a frost grenade. I don't think anything makes incendiary grenades or that you can do with any of them. And it turns box scrap into more high-powered ammo. But now we have 73, so I'm less worried about that. So we'll just throw them in the box. Also, because we have those unlocked extras, which you can turn this feature off if you want, where you don't start with your extra stuff, we started with weapon augments. So now we do more damage from behind, more damage from the front, and more damage from the side, which is kind of nice. And for our armor... Oh, I haven't done the no box yet. Do you know, Serpentina, is that... Can you... It says you can't put things in the box. Can you take things out of the box? 73 shots night. Except some guns use more ammo than others. The shotgun that fires 2 shots uses 3 rounds, which is a shame because we're going to be using it a lot. Easy to parry, move faster, we'll do that. More XP, more scrap, get health back, get energy back at the end of combat. Let's do XP, scrap, and move faster. That's pretty good. And do I want to throw points on my gun? Yeah, we can put 1 upgrade on our gun. See, that's what I think, Yaru, but it sucks because you can recycle everything except key items and weapons. So if you want to pick up a weapon, you can never get rid of it, which kind of sucks because you outgrow, like, the Valkyrie. I don't want to use it the entire game. Anyway. Yeah, add a bunch, just have all the weapons. Yeah, you do find quite a few backpacks, so you get some storage space. Anyway, let's go get that extra stuff I skipped. I guess I could have gotten this stuff. I've lost them. I can't believe this. After weeks of pleading, I finally allowed to take our new prototype glasses out for the weekend, and I lost them. The last thing I remember doing was bending down to look at a strange red flower. The entire area was wet, and the glasses must have fallen out while I was trying to unfree my foot from the mud. I'm definitely going to lose my job over this.
I wonder if the glasses are still there.
Thanks, Ella. That's your clue to go look for the glasses. Where's my blueberries? There they are. No, we can't drive the truck, Knight. Then we wouldn't be in the harrowing adventure anymore. It's probably broken anyway. What's down here? I think manglers. A lot of manglers. Burp. Come on, Smelly. Oh, God. That, like, doubled the damage. Just that one upgrade. Shit, he got one-shotted. That's sick. Boop. Well, Shaman, the note said that they were in a wet area when they dropped the glasses, so we just need to find something wet. There were strange red flowers in Deadly Premonition. You're absolutely correct. I think that was the combination of Juggernaut, too. Juggernaut, counter hit, and the extra, like, 5 points of damage I put on the gun. Even one level up upgrade makes a huge difference on your pistol, and it's only like 50 scrap. Or 500 scrap, which isn't a lot for right now. There's our empty coffee cup, and there's a great white Petroshark! We don't get to play with him for a while, which is sadness, because I like Petrosharks. They're cool. An old rusty coin. It seems to be junk. Well, we'll just recycle that. Made Mint has been playing Deadly Premonition Night. It's been pretty fun. I've checked in on it a couple times. I'm going to wait for... Hopefully she can finish it, as I would like to watch that. Oh yeah, I still don't have Deflect yet. Oh, well, I got Throwstone. Throwstone. We'll knock one down and axe it. And then we'll take off our good bullets, and then we'll just slowly kill the rest of them. We want to throw off their attack patterns, so we don't have to dodge too much acid. But we do want to shoot them so we can get some energy back. So, see, there's a lot of strategery in it, and I really appreciate that. Game's as complicated as you want it to be. I'll just keep shooting them. Some extra energy back, and I could put on the armor thing that gives me more energy back. So this is where the glasses would normally be on the regular difficulty. I think they're over here on Despair. Yeah, tech glasses. Do you know what these fuckers do, Serpentina? Because I've never been satisfied with... It gives you information about the environment, displays additional battle information that I've never really noticed, because, like, you get the hit point information by, just unlocking the weakness in the bestiary. I never remember to look when I'm online looking stuff up. Well, they do have an important use for us, Knight, because we have that chemical, right? So we learn something later in the game that you can polish old jewelry with our snazzy chemical. So if we equip the glasses, we can take our silver ring, a decorative silver ring Ella received from her mother on her 16th birthday. It's required several nicks over the year, but remains a treasured memento of her mother. So, and it's old and needs to be polished. So we're going to combine that with a chemical. And now it's a polished silver ring and has like 2 or 3 times the bonuses, which is really nice. And then the tech glasses can, honestly, I'm just going to recycle them for some scrap. Good deal. And we got some XP for nailing the planks together. We got a level. I think we've almost unlocked Grenade. We get Grenade as a skill, which is pretty fun. Ella gets some pretty cool improvised explosive skills. She's a little badass. She has earned the Claire Redfield jacket, even if it doesn't have the angel on it. I received the requisition to get the bridge fixed, but I need a few things first. I have wood in my cabin up on the hill, but I'll need to head to the store for some nails. Put some aside for me, will ya?
I guess they never got... Must be getting...
Yeah, it's a substantial bonus, especially early on for like the offense. The agility... Oh yeah, the agility is what really helps. Because it'll make us regenerate our stamina faster. Yeah.
Bring it on.
There's our first Petroshark. There's Mr. Mangler. Okay, so Petroshark, you just have to shoot him while he's trundling towards you. That's his weakness. Jesus, is it ever his weakness? We probably don't need to use high-powered ammo for a little while. You can dodge most attacks while you're actively loading. If you reload as part of an attack chain, though, you will be stuck in place. Same thing if you swap weapons, which is kind of a bummer. You've always wanted to see someone with an axe on their back and a nightgown? Oh, have you, Knight? Well, maybe later on in the run you'll get your wish. Feels like there should be something on this hillside. There it is. My loot placement senses were tingling. If I was the dev, I'd have loot here. Oh, I think this is just more clingers. Yeah. Hey, we unlocked the clingers bonus. I think that means we might not lose stamina whenever we do an attack. We are about to unlock the ability to deflect attacks, which I will be laughably bad at for a while, because my timing's probably off, because I haven't played in a minute. I bonked that shark so hard, Serpentina, that it saw little birdies. Not stars, though. He's not good enough a cartoon. Emergency order. You are hereby required to evacuate the area immediately. A chemical spill has been identified nearby the man. See, it's even referencing the Ohio train accident.
Chemical spill?
It's got all the references in the game.
What's going on here?
There's our parry. We unlocked the clinger's weakness. A well-aimed stone or shots from behind will knock it down, leaving it open to a hit with my axe, which we now have. We've gotten most things. Oh yeah, there's a big ball thing on its tail that seems to be a weak spot, but I can't hit it without getting behind it. Maybe if I stagger it first. A land shark, and it has wings. I thought I was able to handle my fear of sharks by just not going in the water, but I guess that's over now. Makes your counterattack damage go up. Oh, hang on. We have Octoterror's weakness. If it's the last one standing, it'll just lay down and wait to die? Is it displaying emotion or just trying to manipulate about me? Oh. And now we can counterattack, which is lovely. Now, some things have very wide windows of attack, like this guy. Now, the nice thing, I don't take as much damage from brutal attack though. You do not have to be facing the opponent that you're trying to deflect the attack from. It'll auto put you in the right thing. I'll try to show it off here. Yeah, it'll give it to you. Now, an annoying thing clingers and other tentacles do, sometimes instead of doing the little hissy taunt thing, they'll just spit acid on you, even if you're within melee attack range. 9 times out of 10, they'll melee attack you. What are we waiting for? Does anyone actually know what we're doing here? If there's a chemical spill, why aren't we evacuating too? I'm not trying to be insubordinate, but a bit of context would help us do our job.
So, there's a group of people who weren't told to evacuate?
And there's our first backpack slot. Also get another box of scrap. Cool, cool. Hang on to that. Where am I going?
Locked and loaded.
Okay. Yeah, there's two of you. We'll use a couple bullets. I think this is just two big skitters. Ah, shit. Do that. That's fine. What was that? 4 bullets? 5 bullets? That's not bad. I'm going to take one of those because we'll probably find one in the near future. Okay, where are we at? More weird red flowers. Yeah, I haven't been able to do a no damage run yet, Knight. You get 500 achievement points for doing that one. Have you gotten no damage yet, Serpentina? There was something they were talking about. I think the dev wants to make some axe skins and have like some cosmetic axe upgrades. And people were like, there should be butt jizzle physics. Jiggle physics, not jizzle physics. That's a totally different thing. Fuck. Is that a Freudian slip or am I just tired? And he's like, you know, or they, or she, or they, I don't know. Oh, there's a big thingy. They're like, you know, that's not a bad idea, but I would have to totally rework how some of the costumes work, and it'd be a lot of work for very little payoff. So probably not, but I appreciate the sentiment. The dev seems pretty cool. I'm not even playing one of the butt skins. That one you get for beating the randomizer is a hell of a thing. The transparency effect on the skirt is it's impressively done from a technical standpoint. Not cool enough to draw 15 backpacks to get a backpack swapping animation. Also, if you have a costume, you're trying to do your, like, say you've already turned off your, I don't want to see her get dirt and blood on her. You can also turn off whether the axe shows up or not. So, yeah, there's lots of nice little customizable things. There was a costume I turned the axe off on. I forget what it was. Look! Look! I forget what I named him. I think I named him Jim. He looks like a Jim, doesn't he? Yeah, sadly, I don't think we fight him. Any mouse references, you don't fight him in the main story, but I've heard tell of something called the Behemoth that I have not seen. Okay, this time we need to kill the Octoterror first. That is not a clinger. That is something else. Oh, I don't have my good bullets. Shit. That fires twice in an attack. Let's take out the Petra Shark. Okay, so we got it. And we do not want this bastard to heal it. So we do need to kill the Octoterror. Okay, now we can turn off our bullets. This is the Kraken's arm. It has armor. And now it doesn't. And it takes an exceptional amount of damage from brutal attacks. You could probably kill it even with the Octoterror healing it. Fucker. That's that. That thing it does. It also drops 2 acid puddles per attack. We've already gotten his bonus, which is very nice.
Bastards.
What are you? The Kraken's arm. Clingers seem to vary in size. It seems with increased size comes increased aggression. I need to time my shots carefully or I'm gonna pay for it. These things don't go down easily. If I'm careful, I can bait out its attack by moving in close, and a well-timed parry will instantly knock it down. And successful parries now inflict 20% of my brutal attack damage on the enemy. So just blocking damages the enemy now. Very good stuff. Okay, coming up in normal and hard, you would get your second weapon in the game. We've still got some digging to do. Actually, we could go get it. Yeah, let's go in here first. Because we have axes. That thing had a lot of health. Yeah, debug mode, no signal. That's cute, I like that. Is that? There's the little house I like. It shows up in most of the buildings. I don't think I need to save here. I think we'll be okay. More bullets. A lot of things to read for experience. Found cabin 4's key. Okay, so some of these puzzle solutions are fucked because they changed some of the puzzles around on Despair. But one of my walks, I found the key to cabin 4 on the ground, so I locked it in the drawer in the back office. Please give it to Jacob if he stops by. Let's all have fun out there. That's not where it is anymore.
I need to get that key.
It is in room 2, I think? Please be careful. I hope this finds you well. This is Ranger Davis, and I'm writing to let you know I found the Seaside 6 master key on the ground in the park. It goes without saying. I'm sure this goes without saying, but this key can open all the cabins on the premises. Please relay the importance of keeping track of your keys to your team. I'll be holding the key at my office in the west end of the park. That's accurate. The master key is at the Ranger
keep an eye out for the Ranger's
section.
office if I go through the park.
Boop. Just a reminder, team, if you've forgotten or are brand new, and if so, welcome again, the solution to the wall puzzle has been torn off.
Puzzle?
And that locks these drawers. So this is a wall puzzle. It's, I forget what the first one is. It doesn't. And then later you find another one that tells you, and I'll actually show that one off because it's rather clever. But I want to do it now because I want the thing, because it's not what it normally is. I want it there, down, left, down, right, up, Emojis in the note, bros Gen Y. Rusty key. Oh yeah, rusty key. Rusty key we can't do until we get the master key anyway. But I'll show that off when we get there. I think there's something in here. Ooh, a full heal. Okey-dokey. That's good. Now, that key unlocks the Crimson Revelry in the main game, the normal and hard, which gives you health back every time you brutal attack something, which is pretty sick. I'll go ahead and make some coffee to show it off. Since we have an empty cup. And there's a coffee maker here. You can also take a break and fight that Kraken arm a couple times if you want to. I guess we could take a break and get the Great White Sharks bonus. I don't really want to spend more high explosive ammo than I need to. Brew coffee. You get a lot of experience on a Despair run without having to respawn enemies. Fill up a to-go cup. Listen to that lovely coffee sound. You get experience for making coffee. That's fantastic. 3 boxes of scrap. I don't have any more chemicals though, do I? Yeah. I don't need the grenade. So here's where you'd find your second weapon. You can see the hooks on the wall, giving you a clue as to what we're still going to get that weapon. We just find it in a different one of the cabins. And I think no, that's a brick. In normal and hard, I think there's some scrap over here. They move it. And here's our first piece of armor. You get a nicer leather jacket than just our tank top. So equip that. Recycle the tank top. It gives you your parts back when you recycle, so you don't have to worry about accidentally wasting them. This is... Wyatt Park is that way. Cabins 1 through 6 are this way. Let's turn the bullets on just to be safe. Weapon was clearly a Derringer, bolted up on the wall. There were 2 of them. So, let's put our parts back in. Investigator, Scavenger, and put on some momentum in case I get zinged. In case I take a little damage. So, cabin 3 is unlocked. And I think it's where our toy is. There it is, the Deliverance. Coach gun. The Deliverance is capable of dealing incredible damage in a single shot. Its unique effect will fire both shells with each attack, giving it massive burst damage. Take care, as you will need to reload after each shot. Make sure to manually reload so you don't get stuck reloading between attacks. Get the most out of each attack by inflicting counter or flanking hits. It's a lovely little thing. And we have an axe door. Save. My weekend getaway. I was excited to get away from it all and just focus on putting pen to paper, but I think they chose the wrong place. I feel funny here. What is it with authors and going up to Maine? Remove the distractions. I'm already here though, right? I might as well make the best of it. First things first, let's put those red flowers away. I have a much clearer head when they're not in the room. They're beautiful, but the red glows a bit much for me.
There's something off about these red flowers.
You know, if the flowers were glowing, I think that's not great. Ooh, can we read the book? It's upside down. Gregory Mills. I can't read the title. We'll have to look if we can find a bookshelf. Battle Until Death. Eyes Wide Open. Theory. Style Your Home. Oh, one of those little home magazines with the recipes. Cute. Time to Die. Oh, I want to read the monkey book. There are a lot of copies of Time to Die. Day and Night. I love little things like that. Do we have the cabin painting? No, we don't. Alright, back down to the weapon table. Okay. Unequip the good stuff. We'll put minor impact in here just in case we do need to use it. We shouldn't. Backstab blind. Actually, we're not going to get a lot of backstabs with this. We can probably put minor impact on it just for more stagger damage. Although, this thing's kind of insane with stagger damage. Okay, we need to throw some points on it. I want reload speed, power. I can do a second power. If I do that, I do have enough for reload speed. Okay. So 262 stagger damage and 105 firepower versus our 5626. But it takes another 0.7 seconds to reload the son of a bitch. And it uses up 3 rounds of high-powered ammo for some reason. I wonder if that's an oversight or just to... It's really powerful for this difficulty. Okay. We're good. Alright, new enemies. You don't have to actually get a good shot off on a loaded tick to get it to go off. You can just hit it and it'll blow up. So when these guys get up, they summon reinforcements. I forgot to reload first. Okay, we got the counter though. That's good. Bad death. There we go.
Ugly bastards.
Okay, and we only took a little hit. Boomstick, very powerful. Yep. You keep an eye on the count. I think we were at 76, yeah? So... we have the Tentaclaw, some kind of deformed slug-like monster. It has tentacles lined with spines that it uses to slap me with and try to spit from afar. If I'm not able to kill them before it recovers from being staggered, it's going to call for backup. I need to make sure I can finish it off before that. Enemy weapon damage increased against staggered enemies by 15%. Very nice. We gotta exploit the Petroshark's weakness 10 more times. 2 more times for the Octo-Terror. Bloated Tick. 2 more times. I don't even know what the weakness is, but I think it's just getting it to blow up on other things. That's lockpick. That's cabin 5. There is... I'm not going to find them all because I hate looking for them, but there are knight statues, and they unlock 2 very nice costumes. And they're in different places in normal and hard than despair. I think the first one in the game is over here. On despair. Sometimes there's little bits on the fence like scrap or whatnot, so it's always good to check the outskirts. You can skip that whole encounter too if you go around the outside. Petrosharks, I would like to just use the Valkyrie on so I can try and unlock their thing. there's 2 petra sharks here. Is a rock enough to put you down? Yes, good. So I can leave you alive for a little. Fuck, they take too much damage. Ah, my gun's too strong. Wait, turn off the ammo. Shit. I'm a fool. Shoot from long range. That's still a lot of damage. Yes, now come over here and get healed, fucko. I really want your perk. I went through the entire game last time and I didn't get it. It made me sad. Oh, lordy, coming. Yay, we got it. Now you can be dead. See, the problem is, you get deliverance, and you start getting cocky, yeah? The first encounter in Wyatt Park was the first time I died on Despair, and I had not done a save because I was trying to do no saves. It's bad. Anyway, house cleaning notice. Mr. Smith, it's been several weeks since we've been able to enter the cabin and perform our house cleaning duties. Additionally, we've been unable to open the door using our keys. Please remember that manipulating any locks on our cabins is strictly verboten. Please come and see us at the office as soon as possible. Yeah, that'll tell him.
I wonder what's going on in there.
They blocked out the windows, too. That's probably fine. Some scrap. Oh, I saw something. Oh, tree. Lockpicks. Very strongly worded leather. If you don't return your keys, we will send a strongly worded letter to our congressman. Probably a bald lady doing voodoo stuff. Why a bald lady? I assume that's a reference. Anyway, we can go over here now. In the laundry room, where you'll unlock the second costume, I think? Hey, more chemicals. I forget if you get jogger here or not. No, I haven't seen Weapons Lethal. My friend and I think my friend watched it, and we were gonna watch it together, but sometimes he does that. Enter the office lobby through the front doors and take a look throughout the room. Do you see any numbers that might help?
This guy likes his riddles.
So I guess that must be the first painting clue puzzle, but whatever. And we got the key to cabin 2. And some more bullets. Nothing I want to use the chemical on you. Okay, anything respawn? No, we're good. I think once we go into cabin 2, things will respawn. Beer. Beer makes our offense go up, which is just more damages. More bullets. I like to be around 70 ammo. Makes me happy. Nothing in the fridge. More beer, more courage, more damage. Ask a team member for hint. This is the painting puzzle.
I should have enough now to solve the puzzle.
Cabin key number 4 and some
Time to
spaghettis.
finally find Jacob.
We can finally find Jacob. Ooh, I like that too. There are a lot of paintings like that at the Nautical Museum in Sweden. I can't wait to go back. I sure hope the global... Why is there spaghetti in the bathroom? I know why there's spaghetti in the bathroom. And there's a toilet with stuff. Oh, I bet there's stuff in there.
There's no way I'm putting my hand in there.
Oh, she referenced the thing. Look at this game. Look at this game being a game. Well, the cookies are for after the bath time spaghetti, people. I already had my bathtub spaghetti, so I get to have the cookies.
Jacob!
Jacob's cabin! Jacob, it's me! Your loving sister, whom you love and adore and cherish. Cutscene! I actually have 2 health drinks. That was appropriate.
If it's you reading this, thank you for coming. I know I've given you plenty of reasons not to. Tyrell Pharmaceuticals hired me to perform seismic surveys of the area. They must have had a hunch something was here because we found something deep below the surface. I'm being left in the dark about what's going on, but if you made it this far, then you know shit's going sideways.
More red flowers.
I'm heading back to the Naples Research Center to continue my work and see if I can learn more about what's happening and how to stop it. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but please, come and find me at the research center.
I'm aware, Knight.
Head through Wyatt Park and you'll come to the outskirts of town. You'll find a path to the research center there. I've left a key to the park on the nightstand. Please, Ella. Hurry.
And more of those creepy red flowers. Yeah, I don't even think about the cutscenes. I have cutscenes turned off normally, so I can just breeze through the game. I didn't even think about having different costumes for the
What did you get
cutscenes.
yourself mixed up in?
So our brother effectively works for
What
Umbrella.
was it you found?
And something bad with seismic activity and something red plants? Red tree! Sorry. I know that'll traumatize longtime viewers. Anyway, I think we get to leave. Okay, something... I think Octoterrors have respawned. Maybe? Maybe not? Huh. Ooh, free bullets. I guess we're good. I guess we get to leave. Did I drop anything in the box? No. Oh yeah, there's a... In every zone, there's usually a box, which is kind of nice. So we have a decent amount of stuff, but I think we'll be able to drop it off pretty early on in the area. If we don't die to the first encounter. Hey, Marlo. How you doing? And we freed up a space by doing that. To Wyatt Park. Wyatt Park's where some of the encounters get a little more challenging. Why would you find a bag of rice in the middle of a field play? That's weird. Who would do that? No, this is Jacob and Ella. They're gonna love the cutscene after the first boss, Serpentina. I got a real good kick out of that. That was when I knew the dev was a fun person. Oh, I should turn my light on so I can see things. Everything's fucking fantastic. Reminded me of Hot Shots 2. War. It's fantastic. Flashbangs. Don't worry about that, Knight. She just has a radiant personality. I think there are cookies here on normal. And you can see, there's big yellow balls in the distance. Flashlight in the game is currently coming from my dupa, but that's fine. At least we can have a gun and a flashlight at the same time. Okay. These giant skitterers, in particular, have hit points for fucking days. Even with Deliverance on high-powered ammo. And they don't take a lot of fucking stagger damage, so they're going to... I got rid of my hand grenade. Well, that's alright. They can have the flashbang. I should have saved that, but whatever. I meant to have my grenade on. Oh, that's the wrong ammo. I think that you might die to a brutal attack. Nope, wrong one. Nice thing about the shotgun being able to hit two people. That's the first time I died. Because I was like, oh, giant skitterers, I've killed so many of those, but for some reason they've got like 4,000 hit points. Because fuck you, I guess. You're in a new area. Stats have gone up. Box of scrap. Box of goodies. There's something in the trash can? No, there should be. The giantest of skitterers, yes. Oh yeah, we unlocked the Petroshark's weakness. These things are tough, but they seem to overestimate their strength. My best chance is to shoot it while it's coming right for me. We need Tentaclaw, we need Octoterror. One more Octoterror. Can we see Jim? Jim! His name is Jim. I think he's not on this board. You do get a good shot of him in the last one, but I missed it. Sorry, guys. No more Jim. It is once again time for my annual trip to Wyattsville. I've still yet to find a better place for bird watching. Well, this trip will definitely go down as the worst one so far. Since yesterday, I've seen almost 0 birds. I'm not sure how that's even possible. I've come across a large number of crows exhibiting strange behavior, though. I estimate maybe 50 or 60 crows circling in the skies. Occasionally, one will dive down straight into the ground. Oh.
What make the birds start attacking people?
Where are we at? Bird watching. Nope. Which button? There we go, they changed it. I was attacked by a few crows this morning. Their bites broke the skin, and I'm on my way to get some help from the park rangers. I can't find anyone else. We are being evacuated. Something about a gas leak. Must be why the birds are acting weird. I'll update more later. You do that. Okay, so... there's a tick. And an Octoterror. We want to fire off the tick. We'd like it to not trigger the Octoterror, but it might. Okay, he missed the Octoterror. Good, 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 good. I should have reloaded first. Ah, we got it. We're fine. Okay. I don't think I need high-powered ammo for the Petroshark. Famous last words. He does not take a lot of parry damage. Hey, we got the Octoterror's bonus. Never write down the words, I will update more later. So we're gonna go there. That's our box and save point, but there's a new piece of armor we're gonna go get first. Also, here's a door we can't unlock till later that'll make our life easier. That's the ranger cabin we want to get to. Shame we can't hop over this unspiked fence. That'd be too easy. The enraging on the shark, it just makes them faster. It's not too big a deal. Fortunately, the sharks are pretty slow. They don't show up a lot in Despair because they're kind of pathetic. You get a lot of Octoterrors, getting spooky, because they have ranged attacks. You get a lot of, or not Octoterrors, the Tentaclaws. You get a lot of Octoterrors because they fucking heal, and you get just a staggering amount of fucking tentacles because it's a horror game. Small town murder. Well, this is about Ohio, not Maine. A small town in rural Ohio has been rocked by a night of horror. Police responded to a 9/11 call and found the bodies of James and Elizabeth Munson. Killer's still at large. Police have released no details of the suspect, but reports say Elizabeth Munson was killed by an axe and James Munson died from a gunshot wound. Are we looking for 2 killers? Stay vigilant. One thing's for sure, though. Until the murder has been apprehended, make sure to lock your doors and windows and report any suspicious activities to the police.
I remember hearing about this. They never said what happened.
Just one Petroshark? There must be a claw in here. Yeah. Go ahead and swing. Oh, he got me. He hits so hard. Bastard. Did you respawn? No, you're good. I let his shot, the fucker. Alright, we go. Ah, we're doing fine. Yeah, if you pile them up, you can lump them all with a shotgun. That's why the Tentaclaws aren't so bad if you have the shotgun. Boop-a-doo. Here's what we wanted. Police vest. Standard issue. Okay. Now we can go up to our safe room. Yeah, I was trying to parry the Tentaclaw. They attack really slowly. They are kind of one of the more annoying ones. Fortunately, they're pretty easy to dodge. I was getting overstimulated. Hey, there is something there. I don't think I have enough to upgrade Deliverance. I might be able to put another point into reload ammunition, which would be nice. Let's see. I think there's something here. More scrap. Also, I do have, like... I've got almost 1,000 in boxes of scrap I could break down. Kind of saving them in case I want more bullets, though, you know. Another hand grenade. Un Sturm pineapple. Also radio. Because reasons. I think there's a beer out here in normal mode. The only thing they fear. Bullets. Incident report. R.E. Terry Bakersfield. While moving through Wyatt Park en route to the Naples Research Center, our squad member Terry Bakersfield began behaving abnormally. With no explicit reason, he began to cry uncontrollably and could not be calmed down. After a number of failed attempts to help Bakersfield, we were left with no choice but to restrain him as he was showing signs of harming us and himself. Bakersfield continues to repeat the phrase, "Mama, it's all my fault," over and over until we were able to render him unconscious. While unconscious, we observed what we believe to be blood appear from his nose and ears. We're hustling to the research center for immediate medical attention. End of report. So,
make him behave that way.
we don't get any humanoid enemies or zombies, which is the only real, the only thing that kind of bums me out. I would like some nice, like, zombie type things. We do get some bipedal enemies, but more coffee. There's a locked gate. In there is... Oh, it'd be pretty nice, but I don't think I'd want it instead of my ring. It's easier to get in normal mode, but it's the ammo pouch. It's an accessory where whenever you stagger an enemy, you automatically reload your weapon, which is... And it's pretty fucking nice. Found some new parts. Let's see if we got anything I want to use. Nope, must be armor part. Oop, I need to equip the new thing anyway. I forgot. For a while, the armor is just going to be a flat increase. Eventually, we will start getting it to where the armor has a trade-off. Nope. Come on, buttons are hard. There we go. Oh, Vigor. More stamina regen speed. It's fine. Okay, I'm going to take off the run fast and turn on energy restore, since we are not using the Valkyrie anymore. Okay. Do we save? Yes, I think we saved because we're going to... I thought there was a save in this one. We'll be fine. We'll make it to the ranger station. Okay, so I have 5 boxes of scraps. I want to say they're 250 each. Get rid of Valkyries. Item space. Don't want to bring anything with me. Is there anything tedious I'm about to fight? Not especially. You can press X to sort your inventory too, which is really nice. I think we're okay. Some heals. Have the ability to craft grenades. Only 200 scrap? The bulletproof vest with the plunging neckline. Oh, we're saving lethal because I don't want the run to totally die if I die. We're just not going to save as often as we could, yeah? Anyway. Moving back along now that we have our armor. Trying to remember what's coming up next. The hardest fights, I think, are over, though. And the boss fight is, all the boss fights have a kind of gimmick to them. And the gimmick for this boss fight makes him exceptionally easy. It's fun, though. I do like the bosses. I really like the optional boss fight in the lab, just not on Despair, because he's an absolute motherfucker. Hey, more chemicals. I think that's an orange, normally. Okay, so we got a Skitterman and a Tick. Okay, and probably an Octoterror, an Octotentaclaw. I was getting mixed up. Oh, no, it's a Clinger. I don't think they hurt you. Damn. Ah! See, that's the problem with the shotgun. It's too slow sometimes, which is a pain in the ass. We're okay, though. We do need a semi-automatic shotgun. The problem is, Knight, the second level semi-automatic shotgun is so strong, they moved it to almost the end of the game in Despair mode, because it's too fucking good. And it makes me sad, because it is my favorite weapon in the game. Do you think you should hold a shotgun? Well, don't worry about it, Grimmeth. She's fine. She's familiar with guns. Yeah, delivery's too slow for some of the enemies. Those skitterers are just too damn fast. Reaper is amazing. It gets bonus stagger damage and makes things be staggered for longer, which is the best. This is bad because you want to shoot the bloated Tick, but then what's going to happen is you're going to have a lot of Tentaclaws. Fucker let his shot again. If you can kill him before he yells, he won't spawn the extra dude. Make your attack. And if you destroy the sacks on their back, they can't do their awful little venom spit thing. We're saving a lot of ammo, though, which I don't need to, but it feels good, yeah? Hey, we got the bestiary bonus finally. Whoop. Ah, you gotta double back on them. I finally figured it out. Get fucked, nerd. With my hands. Thank you, Lethal. Thank you, Lethal. I'm sorry I didn't see that. I apologize. I've failed you, Grimmeth. I've failed you. Scrap over here somewhere. There it is. Okay, I think the next fight is... I think it's a bunch of clingers. Yeah, so we don't need good ammo for that. It's clingers and 2 Octoterrors. Wait, is that correct? No, it's fucking Kraken Arm. Damn it. I don't think we can outdamage the healing, but we need to stun it so it leaves us the fuck alone. Okay, now we can shoot Octoterror. This is definitely not a fight to waste ammo. Shit, that hit really hard. If you block and it's not a perfect deflect, you'll still absorb the damage, but it'll come out of your stamina instead of your health. And if you're out of stamina, you take the damage. We can survive on more direct hit. We're good. Fucker. There are a lot more Kraken arms in despair mode. Because suffering. Just gonna use a triage. We learned Focus. Focus is kind of fun. Focus will increase damage by all subsequent weapon attacks in the chain. Doesn't really help us with our shotgun, though. Oh, we're gonna do the side quest tonight, don't worry. That's why I'm saving ammo. You think this is what's going on outside and look outside? Might be onto something. Skitters. Okay, remember, take skitters seriously. Oh, more hallucinations.
Not feeling so good.
And these funny red flowers again. Anonymous donor. Briar Root Orphanage has reported it's received a large anonymous donation in last month's public report. I'd like to thank each and every person for their continued support to help realize the mission of No Child Left Behind. References everything. This news coming off the heels of last month's grisly murder is a welcome drop of positivity in an otherwise dark time for our city.
Must be tough to grow up in an orphanage.
Imagine growing up in an orphanage. Fortunately, we don't have any memories of anything like that. Because we don't have any memories. Take the skitterers seriously. Spend the ammo. We throw a rock at the Octoterror? Yeah, let's throw a rock at the Octoterror. That worked out pretty good. Problem with these is, unlike the Kraken arm, they will attack in the direction they taunted. So if you move too far, you don't get to deflect them. Which, whatever, they're fine. Oh yeah, no, they stagger really well, Knight. So that's the boss. Don't go that way. We have stuff we want to do. We have important stuff we want to do. We've got to go back to the Seaside 6 with the Master Key. Boop-a-doo, another coffee pot. Which would be great if we had coffee. There's a lot more coffee in the late game than there is in the early game. I think that's a health elixir, though. Yep. Someone's got bad teeth. Okay. And we get an item part. There's a gun in normal mode. We have to go find the gun. Which is why we're going to go back to Seaside 6. Because it's a really good gun for this boss that's coming up. You can do it with the shotgun. It's just a slow pain in the ass to do it with the shotgun. So I don't mind changing it up a bit. Did I find the key? There's the key. And then there's something that is easy to miss. This bottle of wood glue. Don't miss that. You want that. You want it, you need it, you gotta have it. You got to have it. Okay. You can go away. Bring the rusty key back out. Get rid of the health elixir. That seems fine. Das ist wunderbar. Yeah, we're good. Sorry, I'm very stuffy still. Still recovering from this horrible fucking plague I've had for a week and a half. I've earned those from doing challenges, Yaru, so if I like to not break into those until a certain point in the game. I will try to use them instead of dying, but also, Ella gets the ability to make most grenades on the fly. Also, we've been Claire for a while. Let's change up our outfit. What do we want to be that's not too racy? I was saying hiker's pretty good. Let's do hiker. I'm a big fan of hiker. And so we unlock this shortcut door, which is nice. And we're gonna go back to the motel. Is this a... No. I'm thinking of a later challenge. You come back through this area later in the game. Yeah, well, I wish you could do the hairstyle separately, Serpentina, because there are some outfits where I'm like, oh, this would be so much better with a different hairstyle. Oh, yeah, Moira would be good, Yaru. I don't think Revelations 2 is as popular as I would like it to be, though. Damn, I need to play that again. I should play the first one, too. Revelations was fun. First one's a bit tedious, but the second one's amazing. RE5 Jill? Yeah? It doesn't have the spider amulet, does it? Those were actually pretty cool in the movie. Who else would be a good outfit? Could have the Heather outfit. They don't really have any Silent Hill outfits. Oh, Ultima. Oh, I wondered what the hell that was. Okay. Because when I was scrolling through the outfits, I remember seeing that one. Okay, I gotta pay attention. They may have repopulated enemies. So the master key opens this door, in addition to all the cabins, and this is a respectable amount of high-powered ammo. I don't think there's anything in here we need. Yeah, there's a fight. There's an Octo-Terror in close quarters with these fuckers. Yeah, let's remember to reload this time. Yeah, you need to be shot again. Nice. Oh, I'll take it. Not what I meant to do, but whatever.
That was rough.
Oh, is that what Panther is? That makes more sense that that's a Catwoman instead of I was thinking Black Widow. Because I was like, why doesn't it dye her hair red? Because she does have some hair dye. So, Cabin 1 has some bullets, has the Marathon outfit, and a Lucky Scrap pickup. We can also doll up our shotgun. Double giant skitterer. Ew. I can't afford power. I could afford more reload, but kinda okay? I guess I'll save the scrap then. Yeah, that's fine. I might use an improvised grenade. How much for a grenade? 215 scrap? That's probably worth. How far away can we get them from the Octo-Terror? Can we get them out of healing range? Trigger? Are we not? Are we not? Might be able to just... yeah, you should die from that. That was a quality use of an improvised grenade.
It's a cake.
Okay, gotta level up off that. Cabin 5. The Blitz! While dealing low damage per shot, fires in a 3-round burst, allowing you to trigger blood loss, counter hits, or flanking hits in quick succession. Its unique effect increases your combat movement speed and increases the power of changed attacks. The Blitz benefits from critical hit builds to bypass enemies' defense to offset its relatively low damage, and increasing its fire rate allows you to perform hit and run attacks. It's what we want for the boss. Also probably that great white petra shark.
I hope this is just fear I'm stepping in.
You bet you do. but it will kind of tear through your high-powered ammo. And I don't really use the Blitz. There are better rifles, and honestly, they put one of the best rifles in the game much earlier than you could normally get it. Which is cool, and I appreciate that. Do we get another fight? Because we're gonna go into Spooky Cabin. Spooky blocked off cabin. Oh, that sounds cool, Serpentina. Gonna add some more costume option things. I was surprised at how much was added in the first update, because I didn't have the game already, so I benefited from just getting that. Okay, so broken paddle, which isn't normally here. And it all started at 4 o'clock. I woke up immediately, looked down at my left leg. The wound had begun to fester. Pus had oozed down my leg. I was right to be worried. I called up the doctor to see if he could save what was left of my leg. I tried not to get my hopes up, but I'd hoped the doctor wouldn't let me down. So that second painting puzzle I did, these are all the directions you do for that. You started in the 4 slot, and then you go up, down, left, down, right, up, left, up, down. Yeah. It took me a while to figure out because I kept missing, like, certain directions. For some reason, I wasn't doing the up and down. And that rusty key we got opens this, and this is where you find Crimson Revelry, which is one of the better armor parts in the game, at least early on. Now we get energy back when blocking attack, which is... I might give it a shot. I've never really used it, because I don't block. I mainly parry, but that should trigger the same effect. And I do like getting energy back. It's probably your most important resource. Eventually you'll find an item, if you play the game accurately enough, you'll find an item that makes it so you don't spend scrap to do your skills. And yeah, I imagine it is a rough in another language. There's another armor part that makes it so that you spend half of your energy that you normally would. And there's a weapon that makes it so sometimes you don't spend any resources at all when you use a skill, which is pretty cool. Let's see, minor tear. Let's see. Let's get rid of Scavenger, and we'll go full energy build. Yeah? What was it? Vigor? No. Invigorate. Let's try Invigorate and see how it does. Okay, so we have our glue, we combine that with a broken paddle, and now the suffering begins. Do I want to... Yeah. Hang on, how much scrap do I have? I could upgrade my gun again. I think I will, actually. Because remember, just a few levels makes a big difference, and I am going to get just a few more high-powered ammo, and then we'll recycle you. I think that'll give me enough. Problem is, I don't think you can split up stacks, because I could recycle like a single inkwell and probably get enough scrap for what I need. Yeah, this plays really well with a controller. I hope they do I hope he gets a console release. This is a fun game. Yeah, that's fine. Parts, upgrade. Yay! We maxed out our gun. 115, 350. Eventually we'll find weapon tech manuals, which lets us upgrade our stuff a little higher. Okay, and I'm gonna grab that energy drink in case I need to use a couple triages, and then we'll mosey. Okay. So we haven't gotten any of the stuff that I unlocked. So the boat sends us to some optional areas. It'll also take you back to the beginning of the map if you missed anything. The beginning of the first chapter. Back with the, I think it takes you to the honeymoon suite. No, I didn't do anything with Blitz. Blitz we're just going to use for hit stun. The amount of damage it does for the fight we're going to use it is irrelevant, Yara. Just the fact that it attacks rapidly. Because it also has like 30 shots. It is the exact opposite of the Deliverance. And I don't want to spend any scrap on it, because any more scrap upgrades I get, I want to put into reload on the Deliverance. But since we're going to do the islands, the main run I saw recommended skipping the islands. But we're going to find a lockpick that you would normally use to go get the ammo pouch, which I'm not going to do because I don't need the ammo pouch. It's nice, don't get me wrong, I do like the ammo pouch. But we're going to save that lockpick and use it early on in the next section to get a gun sooner than we should be able to. Because it's really good. It's probably my second or third favorite gun. Oh, there's Jim. How you doing, buddy? He's just going out for a stomp. She should really comment on it. We're gonna get in that lake. It'll be fine. Good stuff, good stuff. That's also why I did this fight earlier, so I wouldn't forget about it and be blindsided. I've taken a lot of damage here by just... Oh shit, there's a fight. That's fair, Ring. What would you even say? So, that's the honeymoon suite. The Tranquil Isle has probably the most important upgrade you'll get in the game. There are 3 or 4 of them. It increases your... How you doing, Jim? Increases your brutal attack damage. I think this is... Normally this is the first time you fight the Kraken Arm. So we need to get the melee attack off second from the off second from the ranged attack. He caught me lacking. Nice thing about this is for a double boss fight, you don't have to use any ammo on it. One thing I think would be nice, Serpentina, is how cool would it be if you had like a stealth option? Like one of your skills, shit, lets you stealth it, because I could have gotten the whetstone before I started this fight, and it would trivialize it, which would be really nice. Oh yeah, how much energy am I getting back? Oh, I didn't get any energy back for that. What if I just block? So parry doesn't count for that. I get 1 back. Ooh, gross. What a bad armor part. That's unfortunate. Loch Ness Monster! I was watching, WCW Vault did a bunch of Hulk Hogan pay-per-view matches, and he did a lot of battles against the Dungeon of Doom, which was a very silly faction of evil men who Hogan spent a lot of his career working with. But they're like, oh no, it's the Loch Ness Monster! And it's this just giant round guy. And what's gonna happen when the Loch Ness Monster gets in the ring with Hulk Hogan? Oh, the Dungeon of Doom, they're holding him. So there's the whetstone. Makes your brutal damage go up. Well, I'd still want to do the fight. I just want my brutal attack damage to go up before I do it. Okay, and I think there's blueberries. Yeah, blueberries. Okay. I want to be full health before I fight the Great White. Okay, so now we go to the derelict cabin. Wyatt Park is how you get back to where you were. I think that's another reason the video I watched skipped both the islands, Serpentina, when they were doing their speedrun. I did the islands, and I was able to get the speedrun, because I wanted the Bella Fortuna. I tried doing the Danse Macabre early, and it didn't work out as well. Okay, so this is Great White and at least one Tentaclaw. Great White's not so bad, I just need to remember to reload after I hit him. 2 Tentaclaws, soon to be 4. Okay, reload, then hit him. I don't want to hit these guys until I can kill them. But yeah, you want to get the brutal attack damage before you do this. Okay, spit. Damn it, I wanted him to spit so I could hit his buddy in the ass. This might be enough damage. Shit. Should've reloaded. Oh well. Well, fortunately, shotgun is still kinda... I mean, that's still pretty great. I just didn't want to use a whole bunch of ammo. Motherfucker, you still have full health? Very rude of you. It is nice when we get the Mangler bonus and get the double hit on the Deliverance. See, I like the Bella Fortuna a lot. Well, we're definitely going to be using that until we get the Dance, to where I can... When I can fully upgrade the Dance, we'll use it, but I made it really far with the Bella Fortuna. I did ultimately have to switch to the Dance in the final area, just because I needed the fire output for, like, armor and stuff like that. Anyway, we'll get to all that for you guys who haven't done this before. I'm gonna throw a heal on, because I'm a scrub. And there's a giant skitter. No, you're a little skitterer. I think there's a little skitterer, and I'm pretty sure there's a Petra Shark. Fortunately, they're pretty easy to block. The Petra Sharks are real similar to another enemy we're going to fight in the sewers that reload first. He's easy to block. Yeah, there we go. And eventually, we're going to get my favorite skill in the game, which is Reprisal, I think it's called. Which means, and so I'm doing 20% of my brutal attack damage every time I get a successful deflect, right? So Reprisal means you do 100% of your brutal attack damage every time you deflect. Hey, there it is! Ah, that's good shit. That's the stuff. So, and then that extra 20% still applies too. So we do 120% of our brutal attack damage every time we block. Well, successfully. Okay, how we doing? There's a lot of good stuff in this one. But it's good to get the brutal attack damage up before you come here. You know, I'm going to turn that into an energy elixir, and then we'll probably drink it. Oh, it gets real stupid lethal. We have not yet begun to stupid with some of the builds you can do. And that's the thing, is like, on the surface, this is a trashy Gooner game. But then the mechanics are actually really clever and intelligent and make for exciting gameplay. It's really great, and I love it. Okay, so we got 2 baby sharks, and we got that son of a bitch. We have the Blitz on us, right? Because we only really get one attempt at unlocking his bestiary tree. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can do it. We just gotta be careful. I got the flashbang. I need to save those, though. I am going to use my pocket flashbangs when we get to the sewer, because fuck the sewer. Main thing is I just need to remember to reload in between dots. Oh boy, that was bad. He'll attack several times instead of just once. So also the Petra sharks, they have one attack and they rush you. That's it. So it makes them easier, but at the same time, their one-track mindedness can be kind of intimidating. Okay. I don't want to do too much damage, so let me take off my bullets, because I want to trigger his... We need to trigger his weakness, which is blood loss. Come on. Swing at me, you fuck. Okay, extreme blood loss from repeated attacks. And he's staggered. So we're just going to take the staggered opportunity to walk around and get a little... Maybe do a heal. A little safety heal. Because I don't want him to take a lot of damage. And it doesn't matter if we counter hit him or not. So we can hit him from extreme range to trigger that blood loss. 3-round burst with the blitz is the way to go. Oh, he's enraged now. Which makes him very fast. Oh, he's a speedy boy. Usually he's dead by now. But I'm fighting him suboptimally. Damn it! We didn't get it. We got him blood loss 3 times? We needed to do it one more time. Fuck. I was just getting used to seeing sharks walking around, and now I find out they get bigger. Missing anyone else's thing we haven't read? I think we read everybody. Damn. I don't know if we'll fight another one. Wait, what is it? Is it good? Increase weapon stagger damage by 10%. I mean, I'll live. We're going to put out a ton of weapon stagger damage. The bookworm costume, which is the schoolgirl outfit. Is there another Great White? I don't remember. I managed to not do it in both of them on my last run. Like, if we pull up my save, I don't have his bestiary. Which pisses me off. The completionist in me demands to have the bestiaries. Oh, kicked over my 2-liter. I think there's a knight statue here. I'm not sure if I got it. I must have. I think I have 6 of the Despair Knight statues. I live, narrator. He was later eaten by a deer. You're silly, Lethal, you know that? Anyone ever tell you you're a silly goose? I was hoping Alan would stop by. He'd get a kick out of this game, I think. I don't think I need to use my energy elixir. Do you have the t-shirt that says you're silly? A goose on the loose. I know when we beat the first boss, you get a free heal, which doesn't count for the never heal achievement. Also, if you decide to play this game, or if you don't know Serpentina, which I'm sure you do though, things like Crimson Revelry and other Momentum and the other weapon parts don't count for the no healing achievement. Yeah, I was enjoying my New Game Plus on my other Despair file. Everything's so fucking beefy. Like, the first enemy in the game has like 40,000 hit points. It's so stupid. But I also have like 150 high-powered ammo. Yeah, so the only thing that seems to count is skills, coffee, and potions. And then the free heals you get like 2 times, like when you go to the farmhouse, don't count. Okay. We don't need to save for this boss, he said, courting doom. I'll keep my energy. I'll keep my energy elixir in case I need to heal during the fight, though. No, I don't really need anything else. We're gonna blitz him, and we're gonna be fine. It's very Parasite Eve, Goldie. It is very Parasite Eve. In fact, there is a... You know, why don't we bring out the Aya costume? We have a Parasite Eve costume, even. We'll bust that out for the boss. And its tongue firmly in its cheek, Serpentine. Okay, let's go fight the boss. Wait, did we... There's a note. Did I not read the note about the boss? Am I a putz? There it is. Classification, Stalker. We've encountered a creature far more threatening than the others. It seems to have been following and watching us. From this behavior, we've decided to designate this life form, the Stalker. Resilience. We played Parasite Eve night. You should go watch it. You were probably there. It was Christmas and I was dying from the plague again. Apparently this is my comfort game genre. Anyway, it emerged from the trees and rushed towards us. We opened fire to little effect. Although our rounds pierced its skin, it seemed to brush off most of the damage. However, we learned that repeatedly concentrated fire opened up wounds and it suffered heavy blood loss. This definitely slowed it down, but the blood also attracted large tick-like creatures from the bushes. It ran off. The Stalker ran off back into the woods. Our main priority is to rendezvous at Naples Research Center, so we will not pursue the creature. So, that's your boss fight.
I have a weapon for this.
She says that even if you don't have it, though, because normally it's right here on normal difficulty. Alright, let's go fight the Stalker.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, and also, there's a funny thing about the Parasite Eve series. The second one, it kind of starts in the second one, but the third one is absurd. If you want to call something a Gooner game, the number of obligatory, I don't think you can skip them, Aya just takes showers a lot in 3, and I think she does it once in 2. It's just, yep, time to take a shower and take combat damage on our clothes. So while we take combat damage and we get like bloody and dirty, our clothes don't take damage. Now that's not to say that's not in the works. I don't know how many showers are in Death Stranding, but that's Norman Reedus and he's a guy, so it's okay to objectify him lethal. It's not okay to objectify anyone. That was satire. Yeah, we'll just go with it's not okay. Anyway, here's our Stalker. He gets cutscene. As many showers as I want. Sometimes my autism makes me not like the feel of water on my skin, so I don't like too many showers. We're gonna see this character model a fucking lot. It has a very cheeky attack you in the cutscene. Ooh, that's not the attack I wanted him to do. He has a very obvious telegraph swing, and he has his spit nonsense. So he has the double hit, and he also has a jumping attack. Okay, the glutinous ticks are frenzied in the scent of blood, so go and interact with them. Give him a minute. And the blood actually goes away, and then you shoot the glutinous tick. And then it staggers him. And then if I had changed my weapons, I'd hit him with Deliverance. Pump his ass full of bullets. But the main thing is he takes a ton of brutal damage. And you unlock his weakness after one hit. And the nice thing is the Blitz does make you a little faster. I did get the achievement for not doing the ticks. There was another one too. I did the achievement for the Stinky Boy without doing the water. I did that on my New Game Plus because I was like, I'm just gonna outdamage this fucker. Fuck him. Wait, did I get the blood loss? This is red, so I must have. Oh god. Oh god. Also, we can see his health. And he's already half dead. Like, I could use Deliverance on him, but I don't really need to waste the high-powered ammo. I'll pump a few rounds in him just for giggles, though. Just of the plain stuff. The vanilla bullets. That's the jumping one that'll catch you off guard. We got that on the first hit. I lucked out. I forget what I was using on Stinky Boy in New Game Plus. It was on my normal file, because I didn't know you could change the difficulty. That's another really neat feature that I should say. When you do New Game Plus in this, you can change the difficulty to a harder or easier difficulty. It's really cool, and not a lot of games do that. I got a massive amount of XP for that. Well, what did I use on it? I was probably using the Dance Macabre a lot. Because I did not realize how... No. I think I had just started using Wingman in New Game Plus. And I think I threw like 6 incendiary grenades at him. Because I still had my scrap ring. think we've gotten just about everything. Let's advance, and I'll use the restroom during the cutscene. I'll be right back.